Hi, this is Scott again with This and That. And today I just want to talk to you about my overall disappointment in the apathy and the people just not caring at all about things like homelessness, about pollution, about people needing help. How many people have seen the movie called Pay It Forward? But do they pay it forward? Hell no. They pay themselves in their pockets. They go out and buy new stuff. We have to start caring about this planet. We came from a place, we came from the forests when we were, thousands of years ago, or whatever it is, and the Neanderthals were living in nature. They knew how to live in nature. They knew how to subsist in nature. We couldn't survive, most people couldn't survive 2 minutes in nature, what's left of it, I should say, because nature is not nature anymore. Even the places where they cut down the trees, they put in new ones, these very spindly trees that are going to take years to make the oxygen that is supplied by older forests. But we keep cutting them down and cutting them down and cutting them down. We who come from the forest don't give a shit about the forest. We just cut them down so we can have more wood. Instead of putting research into making artificial wood that looks and even smells like wood, but we can't afford to cut down the trees. We cannot. That's one of the major, along with plankton, one of the major oxygen sources in the world. We have to start caring about all of these things, about acid rain, about higher seas that are going to be putting whole continents underwater before we know it because of the melting ice, because of global warming, because of pollution, because of the damn pollution. We could have hydrogen fuel cell cars, put money, tell the government they have to or they're going to get kicked out of their damn offices, tell them to start investing in hydrogen fuel cell technology. Hydrogen can be produced. It can be produced by so many different sources. The only output of a hydrogen fuel cell car is water. Yet we have so many gasoline-powered or kerosene-powered vehicles that just put all this crap into the atmosphere, causing global warming, causing acid rain, which is killing the trees. So we got rising seas, we got trees that are dying. Gee, I wonder how much longer we'll have oxygen. Because the seas are being killed by the pollution also. The plankton will die, which is the number one source, by the way, of oxygen on this planet. But the trees are number two. So if we kill those, the plankton with the pollution, and then we kill the trees with the pollution, or cutting them down for really, really bad reasons, we won't be able to breathe anymore. There won't be any clean water, so you can't drink anymore. We're not going to survive. We just will not survive. And one of the biggest problems on this planet is that the education system doesn't teach people when they're young about what's important. They should teach kids about morals, about respect, about how to treat other people, about helping people. But do we ever change the educational system? No. In the United States, for example, where I came from, it wasn't even a national thing. In Switzerland, where I lived, it was national, and the people did have a national level test. But the point is, why don't they test the teachers before they become teachers? There are so many people there that just says, I think I'll become a teacher, but they don't have any knack for it. Why don't we test the teachers? Why don't we change the educational system to help kids understand what's important? Why don't we teach people what's happening on the other side of the world that they can't see, like people dying because they were in factories working for the man in the US or any other Western country that says they have to have cheap clothing? Well, I'm sorry. You can do just fine with hand-me-downs like I did, or with used clothing. Why do we keep going out every year and spending billions and billions and billions of dollars on cheap clothing from Bangladesh when all that's doing is killing people in Bangladesh or in India or in China? Those people don't, and the politicians there don't care about it either. All they want to see is they've got money coming in and tax money coming in. Nobody gives a crap. The politicians don't give a crap, excuse me. The business owners don't give a crap. Hey, let's put out some more gas-guzzling cars so that we can pollute the earth even more. Let's put out some more of those airplanes that put out lots and lots of I said the bad word, put out lots of stuff into the air. Well, let's make some more of those huge mega ships that aren't required at all. People say, oh no, it would be too expensive. Oh, this is the other thing. If every country could build geodesic domes that are large enough, they can have their own climate. You can grow pineapples in the middle, pineapples, avocados, Ceylon cinnamon in the middle of the Antarctic if you want to, or in any other country. You can build as many of those as you want. And then people say, but how can we finance that? Well, you don't have to spend all this money. If we had the correct educational system, there wouldn't even be any wars. We could stop paying so much money into the war machinery and into the bad schools. I'm sorry, the schools suck. There are a few exceptions that realize that education sucks. But the ones that are supported by the national and state governments are usually very, very bad. Education is the root of all evil, in my opinion, because when you start very, very young, if you start with the young and teach them the appropriate things, then things in the world will get better. People will start caring about the people that are dying because of dirty water in different countries, because of not enough food. People are starving all over the world, but nobody cares right now except for very few people. We have to pull together as the human race, or the human race will cease to exist. There won't be any oxygen, there won't be any water, there won't be any trees. I think it's about time we start pulling together, don't you? Well, thank you for watching, and I really hope that you can talk to your neighbors and try to change their mind about what's going on. Because what's going on is only making us go down the drain. Thank you for watching, and all the best, and please talk to your friends. Thank you.